Some people look completely fine right after something ends. Not weeks later, not gradually, immediately. They return to routine, they stay composed, their behavior barely shifts. To others, the ending looks clean, almost untouched. There are no visible cracks, no public processing, no pause in movement. This response is often read as indifference, or emotional distance, or lack of attachment, but it is neither rare nor accidental. It is a repeatable behavioral pattern. This video observes people who appear fine immediately after endings. This pattern appears after disruption. A breakup, a separation, a sudden cutoff, a role ending, a door closing without ceremony. The person resumes activity quickly. They go to work. They answer messages. They show up on time. They speak normally. There is no visible collapse, no extended withdrawal, no emotional spillover. What stands out is not resilience, it is speed. The speed at which behavior stabilizes. The focus here is not what is felt internally, it is what consistently appears on the surface. After an ending, their behavior settles fast. Schedules remain intact. Daily rhythms continue. Plans are not canceled. They do not linger on the event publicly. They do not circle back to re-explain it. They do not revisit conversations for processing. When others expect reaction, there is very little. Not because nothing registered, but because disengagement occurs before expression. Contact often stops early. Messages end cleanly. Follow-ups are minimal. Explanations are brief or absent. Emotion is contained before it becomes visible. In social settings, the behavior stays controlled. They do not vent. They do not narrate loss. They do not recount the ending in detail. When asked, responses remain neutral. It's fine. It ended. I'm okay. No elaboration follows. The same pattern repeats across contexts. Romantic relationships, friendships, work environments, family shifts, different situations, same outward response. The person appears unchanged. This creates a specific impression. Others assume the ending carried little weight, or that attachment was shallow, or that the person moved on instantly. But the consistency of the behavior tells a different story. This is not absence of response. It is compression. Experience is shortened externally. Reaction is minimized visibly. Processing does not disappear. It relocates. Instead of being shared, it is delayed. Instead of being expressed, it is contained. Over time, this containment shows patterns of its own. Reactions surface later, often detached from the original event. Sometimes during unrelated stress, sometimes during periods of stillness, sometimes when nothing appears wrong. The reaction seems sudden, out of context, unconnected. To others, this is confusing. The ending appeared clean. The response appeared minimal. The later reaction feels unexpected. But within the pattern, it is consistent. The person does not react at the moment of ending. They react after stability has been restored. Control comes first. Expression comes later, if at all. This behavior often repeats across years. Endings are handled efficiently. Visibility is managed carefully. Disruption is absorbed privately. Outward calm becomes the default response to rupture. Not as performance, not as denial, as pattern. People who act fine immediately after endings are not demonstrating a lack of impact. They are demonstrating a consistent way of managing disruption. The behavior explains how they move through endings, how they regulate visibility, and how internal experience is separated from outward display. This response is not strength. It is not weakness. It is simply how the behavior tends to unfold. Thank you for watching.